Hi there. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Konfidence and this is Konfidence Uncut. I make videos about fashion, beauty, lifestyle and life experiences. If this is your first time on here, please subscribe, turn on your notification so that you will be the first in the know anytime I upload new content. And to the existing family, yes, to the existing family. Hey, I, ooh, oh, you know how we do it. It's unfiltered. And today we have to say it's unfiltered, uncensored, unapologetic. I'm just emphasizing on that because of the topic that we have today. And you know, when I have a topic juicy like this, I know who to call. So I have my darling girl, Cecilia here. Say hello. Hi, darling.
Hi.
Okay, now,
Yes.
what are we talking about? I can't do this. Cecilia's... Okay, you go.
So, I have brought to you today, the topic is female hygiene.
She's saying it as simple as that.
Right here.
Ooh, right there. Oh, did I just do that?
Yes, because I mean, we talk about this all the time.
Don't we? Yeah.
And not that, wait, insinuate things. But I come to Konfidence and we talk about it and we advise each other. I'm letting myself go.
Let yourself
Listen, sometimes things happen and I come and I ask my friend.
I know. As an older sister and all that.
What's
and
going
I do
on?
answer actually. I do give you quite honest answer. So we're talking about how to keep down there, all fresh and all clean and you know what I mean?
And WAP, basically.
Okay. So you said WAP. What is WAP?
I don't think you want me to say it. What is the new song? So guys, if you don't know, Google it, WAP.
What is it? What's the meaning? When I hear WAP, I was thinking about like WAP your hair, WAP.
Hey,
what is
That's
it?
not what she's talking about.
That's not what she's talking about.
No, she not.
I'm talking WAP, WAP, WAP. That's some wet and gushy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go right into it then. Let's go right into it. So you have your questions you want to throw at me and you have some that you're going to
Yes,
take
I have
off
the
there.
government authority one.
Okay.
I'm going to be the news reader.
Okay.
Yes. So what you have, and then I'll try and what it says.
Okay, so first of all, why does down there have a peculiar smell?
Because you stink. Well, so let's say, so if basically, let's say after a period, those 2 days after a period,
Yes,
and it
and then
smells
2 days.
Yes.
Before not necessarily, but then after.
I think
there's
after.
this smell, and you would want to get rid of it.
And I'm glad we're talking about this because I think a lot of women don't talk about these 2 days after period.
You only hear about
a
the
myth.
cramps. Yeah.
Yes,
Like
we
that's
hear
what it.
yes,
The cramps,
yeah.
yes, they talk about that, but they don't talk about anything else.
Yeah.
I know girls that don't even know how to use sanitary pads properly. So also that's another thing. Let's say we start the conversation from that side.
Yeah, okay.
So you go to the store and then you see what's the name? Light, medium, heavy. What it means is if your period is heavy, that means you have a heavy flow, then you need a heavy pad.
Right.
If it's medium, you need a medium pad. And if you're light, then you need a light pad. Okay, for example, when I was growing up, my mom, my first period, my mom was very, not actually my grand auntie. My grand auntie was very, she was, how do I put it? She called me on the side. It was like a proper sit down talk.
Oh wow!
Like,
nice.
okay, now you're a woman. This is what will happen every month.
Yeah.
You should make sure that you keep the dates.
Right.
And then you should make sure that when after that, this is the hygiene process that you have to go through. Because for her, she just didn't think that it was just down there. It was like after your period, your whole body needs to kind of go through a cleanse.
Yeah. That's really good. Because I don't think a lot of women have that talk. I mean, a lot of mums don't have that talk. I remember mine was really, really just painful and really heavy, and sometimes I can't even stand. So I remember I would sit on the floor and put my head on the sofa. And then my mum took me to the doctor, and the doctor prescribed pills. The more like
the morning after pills. Yeah.
No, like like pregnancy pills. It's not morning after pill, but like a pill.
Okay.
And she was like, "Oh no, no, God." No, God, please, no. Because she's like, if I'm on the pill, because he said the pill helps with the pain. And he was like, oh, my mom was like, no.
That means if you're on the pill, then you become a naughty girl.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you see, with her, I don't think it was more like a sexual talk.
Yeah.
Because in her, I think now she's going like, you're fully a woman now.
Yeah.
So these are the things that you would know. So what did she do? We bought our first pad.
Oh.
And then I used it, and basically she was checking up on me and just going like, oh, is it heavy? And she was asking questions.
Yeah.
And then after that, she gave me a recipe that I've given you.
Yeah.
You know the recipe.
Oh, this recipe is good. The Lord came down with this recipe. I don't know whether we can share it.
I don't think we can share that recipe. Sorry.
Yeah, but
because it bordered. I think it bordered down to culture and medical.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't want us to, go there. And let's even put a disclaimer out there, please. We're talking about what works for us. And if you're going to do any of these, please consult your doctor before you do this, because everybody's, immune system or body is different.
It's different.
Just be careful.
Most of this stuff is very cultural.
Exactly.
Because we're from West African descent.
Oh, yeah, we are.
So it's very cultural.
Okay.
But anyway, with the pads, let me read what the government says.
About the pad.
Yes,
Okay.
It says, always choose a sanitary product with an absorbency level appropriate for your menstrual flow. Changing them less frequently than once in 4 to 8 hours. So 4 hours for pads and 4 to 8 hours for the tampons.
Okay, so you have tampons also. It also comes in different sizes also.
Yeah.
Small, medium, large or...
Large.
Oh, wow.
So let me ask you this question.
Okay, darling.
Somebody once told me that if you use the large tampons, it might stretch your V. Or it could stretch. Yeah.
Really?
No, is that a myth?
I think that's a myth. That's a myth. I don't think that is it, because think about it. Your V is a muscle. So that muscle contracts, yeah. So
what if a baby can come out of there? And a baby's head is like 10 centimeters when it's coming out. So.
Yeah. By the way, you know what, Cecilia? You can have some tea.
I don't know why you got tea today. We came back from quarantine and she's got me on tea.
Yeah, she has to drink tea.
Let me sort myself out. You can tell I don't drink tea because it's all going all
pear-shaped. Going on everywhere.
Right,
so,
okay. Yes, go on. Anything else?
Somewhere.
Ooh.
You need help, do you?
I'm almost giving up at the moment.
Okay, then, here we go.
Because you can tell tea girls. What do tea girls look like? Because I don't think I'm a tea. Aha! Oh, fantastic. Low sugar. So again, another myth. Does sugar give you thrush? No, can I say that?
Is it thrush? I would. To be honest, I don't eat sugar. So it's not something that I have experienced personally. But I also heard that when you eat honey, it make your V much sweeter, So
sweeter for who?
I plead the fifth on that.
Before we get there, let's stay on the hygiene of maybe after a period, because we're going to get to that point. How to make it more fresh and...
I don't even know why I allowed you to bring this topic on. I don't even know why.
Fresh and edible.
Okay, go on. Go on.
It says, so,
With the tampons, yeah.
with the tampons. So with the tampons, you need to change it 4 to 8 hours for the tampons. That makes sense because
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because depending on your flow, and then you also don't want the place to stink because oh gosh. I want to try and talk about this as clean as possible without being I don't know, the word is not vulgar, but not being too is it direct, or I don't know how to put it. I just want it to be
I think we want to talk about it as normal as possible.
Yeah, it's normal, but then not too raw. So please bear with me if I'm finding my words difficult to bring out.
But this is one of the, the whole us being able to talk about certain things without it being too... Yeah. So,
as a big sister, I would tell you that when you feel uncomfortable, go into the toilet and change that pad. That's the only thing I can say. When you feel uncomfortable, go change the pad and change the Tampax. There are another thing that people use is they have the cap. So you use the cap.
Have you ever used the cap?
I've used it, but it's not that comfortable, and for some reason, I feel like when I took it out, I felt like a bit bruised.
Oh,
down there.
So how does it work? How does it work?
It's a cap, and you kind of.
So it collects.
See what are we trying to say? It's a cup. You put it down there, and it collects the fluid. It collects the blood
for the whole day.
Well, you have to change
whatever.
it, for whenever you feel uncomfortable. And then you clean it,
and it doesn't leak or anything.
It doesn't. The leak, no, I didn't experience any leak. I used it, actually, to be honest. I used it one day, and I just didn't like it, so
again,
I just went back to my normal. Whatever
the methods of what's available is the pads.
You have the pads, you have the Tampax, and then you have the collector, or whatever it's called. There's a name, a cap. Yeah, it's a name for it. There's a cap. Yeah.
Right. I don't think it's caught on yet because
No, it is there, but it's not caught on that much.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've also got feminine hygiene deodorants and sprays are among the factors that trigger. What did you say? Vaginitis? Vaginitis. Yeah, vaginitis. Which is like the itching, the redness, the sore abdominal pain.
Yeah, but you see,
discharge.
I see why you're bringing that question in, because certain discharge actually makes it smell. So, for example, after your period, that 2 days, that is the smell that comes out.
Yeah.
And I know it's been said that, you have to just wash around it. But honestly, as an African girl, I was taught to squat, make sure that there is enough liquid that goes through. Cici, stop looking at me like that.
This is like, ooh.
And if you actually think about it, how many times have you seen parents forget about being exposed to the rest of them? But then how many times have you seen you've gone to the village, or you're driving around Accra and you've gone to the local places and the kid is bathing and they squat? So they get you to squat, they bath, and they get you to wash down
that
there.
Area. So, because just watching the front is not good enough, isn't it? You need to squat.
I'm not a gynecologist, but what works for me is, as a matter of fact, if I don't do that, let's say, for example, like I go a day without taking a shower, I start feeling itchy down there. So can you imagine not washing it? I would go there and...
So when you're saying washing it, what are you washing it? Because it's advised not to wash with soap. Are you washing with soap?
Okay.
This is what works for her.
this is what works for me. I'm not using soap. I'm using the V. They have special V soap out there, which has they've done it in a way, it's been manufactured in a way that it has a balance, a pH balance just for down there. So I use one of those, and I use it every day.
Talking about pH balance, let me tell you, many experts recommend washing the genital area with running water without any deodorants. Detergents. And some suggest using an intimate hygiene product with a pH of 3.8. So I guess you have to check on the box.
Yeah. And then I think most of the V soap don't have, so they can, especially made for there.
Yeah.
So don't go using your shampoo that you clean yourself with. No, that's a no.
Yeah.
Or you use hash soap that you use on your body. No. You go and find the right product so that you can be able to clean that area.
Can we talk about a few of? I say their YouTube advices. I get it from Pinterest actually. Have you ever done this baking soda one?
Baking soda?
Yeah.
Bicarbonate soda?
Yeah. The one in the orange box, right? That's the box. Yeah, baking soda.
Baking soda or bicarbonate soda?
Baking soda.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Now she got me all confused.
Okay. Baking
you haven't
soda.
done one, yeah.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
These are things that you can do so that you prevent future odor of the V. You have to maintain a good diet, a healthy diet.
Yeah.
Because you know what we say, everything you eat is who you are. So healthy diet, your fruits, your veggies. Yeah. So your veggies, make sure that you have enough on the plate. Just eat a good, healthy diet. Stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. Don't be like me and then, if you drink more water. If you drink water, you drink. If you drink Prosecco or anything, drink more water. You should wash the V before intercourse and after intercourse.
Oh, really?
Yes. The reason why it's important is imagine you've eaten chocolates, you've eaten biscuits.
Yeah.
And then you go and, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm going to say this. And then you go and give your partner, you go and give your partner a lovely, tender care down there.
Why? Just say it, please.
You can say it, I'm not saying it.
What's it called again? Head. You give it head. Or he's giving head.
Cecilia.
We're talking about us now, isn't it?
Cecilia. Cecilia.
We'll talk about the taste in a minute.
I just really going to talk about the taste. Okay. So, as I was saying before Cecilia started being... Okay, so once you've eaten, if you don't brush your teeth, you're going to transfer all the particles that you've eaten onto him, and he's going to come into you with all those particles, and all that place is going to be all with the food.
Right.
So it's good to brush.
If he's going to give...
If you're going to do it to him. And then after...
Why are we talking about him? We're talking about us. If he's going to do us, he should brush.
Everybody should brush in this situation.
Brush your teeth.
Everybody. Let's put it this way. Before you go and, show each other love, please brush, both of you. So that you don't transfer foods into your
other areas.
Beautiful private parts. What about that? Did I say it properly?
I don't think a lot of people do this.
Yeah, you have to.
Because once after the date or whatever it is and it gets hot and steamy.
Just think about it.
It interrupts the mood though.
Yeah, but then...
Wait. I'm going to brush
not like that though. Not like that. But think about it.
Yeah.
You need to do that because once you have your food, your sugars, your particles, imagine eating broccoli or eating meat is stuck in your mouth and you guys are just all, because you still have particles stuck in your mouth after you finish eating.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So if you brush, it's fine. But if you don't, then once sorry, once you are, once you're showing each other love,
Yeah.
you can transfer, and then that can cause white and can cause irritations and things
all
like
things
that.
like
Yeah, and especially if you don't wash properly. Please, tight clothes. Tight clothes also, cut out your tight clothes so that it's not too tight and the place needs to breathe.
Did you say cut it out? I'm gonna cut all my jeans out.
No, that's what I said. That place, your V needs to breathe.
Okay.
So that's another reason why you should try your best to wear cotton panties, because that's the only fabric that breathes. So you see your panty has that cotton, that little cotton part that is cotton, so it's breathable.
Yeah.
So try and wear cotton underwear.
Right.
The other thing is that try and keep that place as dry as possible. So let's say you've been to the gym and you've worked out and you're sweaty over there. Don't keep your sweaty gym pants on. Take it off.
Yeah.
And then clean that place and keep it dry. And that will stop you also from
Or even
getting
have a
infection.
shower.
Have a shower. I have a shower every time I go to the gym, but then maybe you don't have time,
Oh, you should have time.
Well, when you go to the gym and you have a meeting, you're running out of the gym.
Okay.
And sometimes I even end up going to meetings with my gym clothes after I had a shower. I wouldn't come home and change. So that's a good thing also, a good habit to have, that you don't leave anything that is wet down there. The drier it is, the better.
Right. I mean, I've got here with the whole dryness and the cleanliness of it. It says you can replace your toilet paper with wet wipes. It says, which are softer and more delicate. Choose products that are free from alcohol and flavoring agents.
Okay. Now
And have a balance.
I'm sure you're going to come with a flavor question now.
Yes,
She is.
and have a balanced pH level. The pH level is very
Yeah,
important.
we've spoken about that.
Yes. I mean, in terms of flavoring, what would you advise, to flavor the area? Because, as we said, you are what you eat. So if you want flavor down there, what could be the best thing to eat for flavor?
Cecilia, that place has its own flavor already.
Yes, but you want to add extra flavor.
You can't. How do you add?
Please, you're an Ewa girl. What is that saying? Once you lose your girl, your man to an Ewa girl, a guy, girl, he's not coming back. It's true. So, Ewa girls, please tell us, what exactly are you doing when you steal our man? He's not coming back.
Cecilia, come on, Cecilia, you're killing me today. You're killing me. I would just be honest. For me, I would say it's just the fact that we are cleaner. I don't know if I made sense what I just
Ashanti
said.
girl, I refuse with this
No,
one.
what I'm trying to say is that, okay, so for example, like the way I said my grand auntie sat me down and taught me things to do right after my period, things that I should be aware of, because she will even go to the extent that after your period, you go through a cleanse. When I mean a cleanse, there is lemon, you put it in the ash, you go down there, you go in between the tie, you go in there, wash it, and she's got this concoction that she put together. You put it in cotton wool and put it down there.
I think the hours might be a little bit more.
You go, whoosh, and then you go on with life,
I mean, you taught me that concoction.
I know, but
and that's like how many years into my life. And that's how I'm knowing about this concoction.
Exactly.
So now me, I have Ewe down there. Come and see me.
She's got Ewe down there. She's got Ewe down there.
So got Ewe.
Yeah, okay. So I honestly, I don't think it's anything to do with voodoo and all those things. Now, all that is a myth.
Yeah.
I just think that it is more rooted into Ewe culture.
Right.
If I make sense with what I'm saying, it's important. So with the hours, I think it's because also how we're trying to be homey.
Right.
So an Ewe girl must know how to cook. It's a must. So cleaning down there is a must.
Right. Okay.
So it's not left out of advice. It's actually one of the pillars of advice that you're given.
Okay.
So you cook
Yeah.
and you make sure you satisfy your man, but you have to keep your clean and all that. So
Yeah.
even now, I would walk, and maybe that's even why I'm so sensitive to smell. I can walk into a room and I go like, ooh, this smells like this, and I always kind of try and get the point of how I'm trying to explain it. But listen, I had a good talk. My grand auntie
that's
sat me
important,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very important how to take care of. She never told me about anything about the pH or whatever.
Yeah.
She never spoke about that.
Right.
And then she also had this that you steam. Oh, confidence! You're gonna get yourself into trouble. You steam down there. Okay, so
Yeah.
basically what she does is you get okay. You know when you have malaria,
Right.
and then they bring all the leaves and they put it in hot water and they pour the hot water and they cover you with it. You've never experienced that?
We haven't done it like that. I've done it with Vicks in the buckets.
No, that's when you have a cold.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I've never
that's
had
when you have a
malaria
cold. Okay, when you have malaria, they bring up different different leaves.
Yeah.
Neem tree.
Okay,
And then they
those
put lemon on it and they cook it.
Mm.
And then they pour it onto a bucket and they cover you up and you stay in there and that malaria goes away.
Right.
So that same procedure is used for your V.
Mm.
So you have ginger. Okay. Oh.
Are we giving it away?
No. You see, this is another one. So I'm trying my best to tell you what I do to keep my down there clean, without going against the medical.
Well, at the end of the day,
advice,
I think this is what you do personally, and we're not saying that we know it all, but this is what has worked for you.
Yes, over the years.
Yeah. So.
And that's why I've been married.
And I think.
And that's why I've been married for 20 years.
All right.
I have to put that in there, right?
All right. Happily ever after. Gosh, that was Scroogey, isn't it? No, I'm looking for love. I'm looking for
Yeah.
Right,
So,
okay.
So, and then you sit on the water. So have you not heard of the steaming of the V?
Yes.
And everybody was like, it is a new thing, and everybody
Yeah, it was called douching at some point. Was it douching?
No, I don't think it's
Is it
it's a steaming of. When you go into these beauty places, it's actually steaming of the V.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and everybody was like, ooh, how do you steam the V?
Yeah, it was very popular at some point.
Well,
we've been doing it for ages.
We've been steaming the V in Africa for a very long time.
Yeah.
Since I was a child, it's part of the ritual.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
then you sit and the steam goes up. And even when you give birth,
Yeah, you do it as well.
when you give birth, let you sit on hot water. Not when I mean hot water, steaming water. Like So you want the steam to go in there, and then everything comes, down.
And,
unwanted parts come down. Yeah. So you do that also for cleanliness. Also, you do that.
Does it tighten up? It tightens up. It helps tighten up.
With the tightening up, for me, what I've learned is you have to do your pelvic exercise. So when you're
Show me. I want to see your face when you're doing it. You ready? Are you going to do it?
Cecilia.
Let's do it!
Now you know I have this conversation.
Let's show them.
Now you're going to let everybody
Show
know
them,
the kind
show
of
them.
conversation I have with you, Cecilia.
This is what we have when she's on in our private space. And she's like, okay, let's go. No, let's see your face. Let me see your face.
Now I'm so upset that I allow you to bring this topic up. I'm so upset now.
Her
'cause
face
you've
is
gotten
just-
me.
I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it.
That's what I want to know. So that's what your V should be doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing it now?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually
doing it now.
doing it together.
Okay.
Yeah, like.
But should you do that?
That because it keeps as much of it keeps that place not to loosen. It keeps you. So imagine if you don't exercise a muscle, what happens?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
It's a muscle.
One more time for the people then.
No.
Woo. One more time.
You do it. Are you doing it now? Cecilia, you're something else, aren't you?
It's been a long time.
Oh no! Let me scream.
Oh gosh. Anyway, more
So you
advice.
want to have that squeeze, release, squeeze, and you have to do. Like I find myself. Even sometimes I'm walking around, I'm doing it.
Just
that
randomly.
just randomly. So you keep doing it. It becomes part of your. You think about it. You have to exercise every muscle to keep it to maintain itself and have that muscle tightness.
Right.
So you have to do that. That's what I would. That's what I do to keep.
So
that
even in a
place.
car.
Yeah. Don't do that in traffic. Because they'll be like, what's going on there? So make sure that you do your pelvic exercise. Don't do what Cici is doing. I only did that so you can imagine that your V doing that. So squeeze,
But she was doing
squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Okay? You do that like 20 times. You stop, you break, you do. I'm not even looking at you.
I'm gonna do it the whole time.
Okay. Okay, you do it the whole time. Okay, another thing that you need to know is you need to wash that area twice daily. So morning, evening, twice daily you need to wash it and all that. And you have a method
I
that
have.
you're supposed to
Well,
wash
this
out.
is what is out there. It says the vagina is a self-cleaning organ.
Finish reading.
Right, okay. It is very important that you don't disrupt its natural flora. Really? And it is, and it is exactly what happens if you use regular soap or even specific cosmetic products for intimate hygiene.
Okay.
Doctors recommend washing the genital area with plain warm water without soap.
But at least you are washing.
Yes.
Because I have one.
But warm water.
I'm
just
sorry,
warm
I
water.
have one, darling, and it doesn't wash itself. So I don't know what. I have to wash mine, and it works for me like that. You know.
It also says the correct way to washing is from front to back. Okay? Remember, you first need to wash your labia, and only after proceeding to the premier, I don't know this word.
Cecilia, I'm leaving. Cecilia, I have to stop you there. I'm stopping Cecilia there. Let me go on with my notes that I've put down here.
Yeah, go
what's the name? Rinse. So if you use any of the special soap
Feminine
for down the
hygiene,
feminine hygiene cleansers, make sure that you wash it completely off. Just make sure it's clean. Wash
don't
it.
leave.
Yeah, you don't want to leave
it there.
Just like on your body, you don't leave soap on your body.
Yeah.
You don't leave soap in your hair. You wash it completely
Exactly,
off. So make sure you wash it completely off. Dry it. Going back to what I was saying, when you go to the gym, make sure that it is dry. That is very important. If necessary, apply smoothing products. And this go down to, when you I remember when my mom was going through her menopause, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. My brothers and sisters are going to look at this and go like, wow, is that a thing you and mommy were doing? But then she go like, oh, don't you have? She asked that the place is so dry.
Yeah.
Is it not? There is nothing that she can do. And I advised the lubricant because so I got her.
Do you think it hurts or something?
I don't even know. We're gonna get there. We'll find out. I think I'm going to find out before you. So at least I'll tell you how
that's
it
good.
feels. So don't worry. I'll go through menopause.
Yeah,
and I'll
you
let
tell
you
me
know.
everything, so
I
it's
tell you
okay.
everything. So yes. So lubricants actually also help. So if you're someone that you're too dry, sometimes just apply some lubricant on there to soften. But then bear in mind that we want it dry, but not overly dry. But when you say dry, you don't want water kind of
oozing from it.
Oozing from it.
So obviously the lubricant will still help maybe during intercourse.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, and then another thing I'll say when you said that is, if you're too dry and you're having intercourse, it bruises. Bruises turns into infections. You know?
Yeah.
So you have to always try. I know the men don't like it, but you have no choice but to always make sure that over there is lubricated. And I can see somebody taking notes. Oh, she's not.
Maybe she is.
So it's please don't be rough down there. I know sometimes people go like, oh, I like it rough. I like it rough. Yes, but baby, that is like your thing. So please, keep it with care.
Oh, dear
so that
Lord.
you don't get infection.
Yeah, because
don't
that could-
overuse that place.
Yeah,
Come on.
this whole rough,
I'm sorry.
it can be rough anywhere else apart from down there.
Exactly. No, sorry. No, not rough everywhere. No, sorry.
No, like
you can't
I'm
be,
saying
you
to them
can't be
that
slapping me. No,
Oh
please,
no, what? No. You see, it puts me off. You're getting me angry.
That's a different topic altogether.
Yeah,
we'll have
yeah.
that topic.
We
again.
have to address
Yeah,
that.
we'll address that topic of
Yeah.
roughness, but we're talking about
Yeah.
please be gentle.
We ladies.
My mother always say it's your gold mine.
Ooh,
So
that's
be
a good
careful
one.
how you mine it.
Ooh,
Go, mommy.
go, mommy.
You know what? I wish she was so alive before I started this YouTube channel.
Right?
Oh
She'll
my
give us
goodness.
so much.
She will give us so much. My mom, she's a fantastic woman. I miss her so much. Hey, we're talking about the VJJ.
Vijay.
Vijay.
Right, do we have
So do you have any other question for me?
Well, no, I think that's it from the National Board of Hygiene and Menstrual Lifestyle Health. What?
Another thing you have to do is please wear clean underwear all the time. Change your underwear. Morning, you can't have an underwear
I'm
and have
shocked.
it through the whole day.
I'm shocked
Change
that
your
women
underwear.
wouldn't change their underwear.
Oh, well, even better, don't wear any.
You see, you.
Did I lie? Did I lie?
She does this all the time, and I don't.
Did you just say it? Cecilia, be
Now they're gonna be
careful.
looking at you like, is she? Next time you see us, do that just to see if she has.
Cecilia, be careful. You see, I'm not going to be telling you private things anymore. I will
Right?
not. Like,
It's
especially
outed.
You've outed me right now. Yes, I do like. Listen, guys, I want you to breathe, and I don't want to have. And that's why I don't have infections. You know?
yeah.
Because I let it breathe. Honestly, that's the truth of the matter. Why I do not all the time wear panties.
Right.
Keep it fresh, airy as possible.
I do it when I'm sleeping.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
If you feel kind of weird about it during the day.
During the day, yes.
Maybe go to bed without it.
And the funny thing is that I buy all my underwear, my bra and my panty must match. But I would wear for example, if I'm going out, of course I would wear panties. But what I'm trying to say is, if I don't need it, I would not wear it.
Yeah.
If I'm home and I'm in my flowy things around the house,
Yeah.
what am I wearing it for? And what am I wearing it to? Kind of thing. I'm not even minding you anyway.
La la papa. This is why. 20 years of marriage. This is why.
You know what? On this note, guys, Cecilia, I'm not giving you any more. I'm not giving you more room anymore. Enough of this. So how do we wrap this up? Please
Well,
wrap up with what you've learned.
Well, I think we've all learned to try and keep it clean and dry. From what we're getting from here, we try not to use any deodorants or detergents. Detergents and any soaps down there. Even
Keep the
though
pH to 3.
Yeah, pH is should be about 3.8. The pH, guys. So I don't know how we would test how it's going to be 3.8.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure that.
I'm sure there's some testing
Yeah,
kits.
we'll find out. We'll
Yeah.
find out. Come and tell you guys if there is something that you can
Yeah.
use to test if down there is. Another
the
thing
right-
that we did not address
Yeah.
is sexual transmitted diseases. That we'll
I think
bring
that's
that back,
yeah.
and then we'll talk about it in keeping yourself clean down there.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
believe if you keep yourself clean down there, there's a lot of things that doesn't stay there, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And my favorite part is my. What am I doing, guys? That's my favorite part. I'm loving that bit.
oh my goodness, I'm thinking, you know what? I would also say to add to that is there are so many things that women we have to think about, and we should not forget. Yes, we're looking all glamorous with beautiful hair, beautiful makeup, but then when the clothes come off, you're
Yeah.
like, Jesus. No, please, girls. Darlings, we want to look beautiful here. We want to look beautiful here. We want to look beautiful there. So make sure that you choose the right tampons and all that. And we look beautiful here.
Yeah.
All this, you put spraying makeup on fleek, everything on fleek. So how come down there and down. Oh, it's not on flick, girl. You need to have all that on flick. Then you can say, yes, I am on flick. You know, please. So it's important. It's even important for yourself. Your feel. You know, I can't even stand when I have odor in my armpit. I can smell myself. So I don't know how other people can't smell themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave that on. This is what we've spoken about today. I'm sure we're going to come back with other topics on female hygiene, even male hygiene. Yes, we need to tell our men what to do. Yes. If this is your first time on here, please subscribe. You've been watching all this while, so you might as well subscribe. You turn on your notification and share the video. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. Konfidence Uncut, Konfidence with a K, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Or you can follow me, my personal page, Konfidence Haugen, on all the social media platforms. Or you can follow Cecilia.
Yes, it's just Cecilia and Albania.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yes, I forgot something.
Yeah.
Please, can we keep the edges trimmed? You know, like trimmed. Yes. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye.